Welcome.
Hey. Hey, y'all. Welcome. We're here with Andrew. It's Your Travel Bestie Kat. And Andrew's going to tell us about all of his wonderful businesses.
Oh, man, that's a lovely lead-in. I can't say all of them. I only have two. So we're currently sitting in Reef Coffee. This is my newest project. This is the one that I've had the most fun with for the last year or so. Trying to build a fun coffee shop experience. And we're so much more than that, you know? We're trying to attract the business community because that's what I love. We're trying to attract the music community with our beautiful stage. We're about to upgrade the patio and get some sports going. We've got a resident artist back here in the corner doing all sorts of art and pet events. And coffee, honestly, is just kind of the glue that holds all that together. So I think we have a little something for everybody there. The other business is Hurricane Cycles.
Yes.
Now, I moved here 3 years ago to start that business. That's where I got this building from because this space became available. A really, really incredible vision to start. And it's been really fun to be able to grow both of those businesses lately. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because your background was cycling.
Yes, yeah. I started out racing. That was kind of like the whole intro to my adult life. When I moved away to college, I decided that I wanted to be a professional mountain bike racer, not a smart academic. So I was your typical kid that kind of failed out of college because I was so focused on athletics and other non-educational things. I got lucky. I got sponsored by Monster Energy, so I was able to travel around, at least regionally, as a sponsored athlete that way. And then after college, I actually did graduate somehow or another. I did manage to get a job, but then I was like, this is not fun. So
Working is not always fun.
No. So I quit my engineering job that I got. And I started Hurricane Cycles, the very first baby version, which actually I was in a little steel shed. Like, it's I need to show you a picture of it. It's literally a carport with like metal walls and a gravel floor. That was my first bike shop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was selling used bikes in a gravel parking lot. That was my first version of my business.
Look how far you've come.
Right. It's actually mind-blowing. The difference here versus what I started with is actually like mind-blowing. But no, that allowed me the freedom to go and chase racing more. So I actually wound up getting my pro license in 2020 and I raced as a professional athlete around the country. I wound up getting a couple like top 20 in the country results. So that made me feel pretty good, like I'd done things, but that allowed me to really see a lot of the world. So travel became one of my all-time passions because I was going to all these beautiful places. It's called mountain biking. So I was on incredible mountains all the time.
Yeah, everyone's going to have to stop by to see his murals on the wall because he has murals of all of the fabulous places that have inspired him. And I would say, wouldn't you say that adventure mindset that was brought on by your mountain biking kind of inspired both of these businesses?
100%. So you can't see it from this camera angle, but right over here, I've got a massive 30-foot wide mural of Capitol Reef National Park. In amongst all of my traveling, I picked up a very amateur skill set of landscape photography. I just wanted to preserve the memories of where I'd been. And this particular photo just stood out to me as one of the strongest memories of my travels. And the mural stands as a representation of my love for adventure and mountains and travel and just seeing all the places. So Reef Coffee, when we designed this business, was like, let's just lean into that to make this the adventure-oriented coffee shop. So that's why you see all the landscaping around. That's why you see the big murals on the walls. That's why you see everything is like outdoor themed in general. Like, that's why we're sitting on outdoor furniture under a pergola, but we're indoors. Yeah. The whole aesthetic is meant to make you feel like you're just outside going places.
I like that.
It's a lot of fun.
It is. And that's why everyone has to stop by here and have a cappuccino and check out all the art and all the murals and bend your ear.
Let's go.
All right. Many people dream about starting a business and never take the leap. What do you think gave you the confidence?
Honestly, I'm going to go back to racing. So in mountain, I assume this goes for all types of racing, but it definitely applies in mountain biking. In order to get better and get faster, at every step along the way, you have to consciously make a decision to go faster than you've ever gone, to do a thing you've never done. That's what the progression looks like that turns into a faster time on the clock for racing. Business is no different. You have to go and do something you've never done and understand experience is something you get right after you needed it. And that is really cool. And I got comfortable with that as an athlete, trying to push myself every single day. I've never done that before, but I know that's what I have to do. So I got to just go in blind, full send, commit to the thing, go, at some point this is going to become easy, but I have to go through the hard part of not knowing first. And in business, it's the exact same thing. Try the thing, that's the direction you need to go, see if that sticks. Am I good at that? Do it anyways.
Love that.
And I think that hits the core of what entrepreneurship is really all about.
I agree. What do you think is harder, though? Competing professionally on a dirt bike or running a small business?
Oh, man. The risks are so much different. In racing, you risk your body every single time. You risk the injury. You know that what you're doing could go wrong at any single moment. You know that I'm about to do this thing blind for the first time. Something could happen. And you consciously take that risk. But the worst risk is your body. In business, it's your life. And I don't mean your body life. I mean, if you make a mistake in business when you're the sole owner, it's your livelihood, it's your house, it's your family, it's your relationships, it's everything in your life that is you is on the line. So I would say running a business and with that level of pressure is way worse than racing. Racing at a professional level is honestly easy compared to that.
Nice. What's your vision for Reef Coffee over the next 5 years?
I want Reef Coffee to become the adventure-oriented coffee shop that is a hangout space for all. We want to create something that every single user demographic can come here and enjoy. I really want to be that hub of activity that people can get plugged into in a host of different ways. Nice. Coffee is just the glue underneath all of it.
Coffee's the glue. Now, you mentioned that wall over there and that destination. What other destinations have inspired Reef Coffee, the drinks, the decor, everything?
Oh, I love that question. So I actually wrote a book called The Trail to Business Success, and you will find a little bit of that book sprinkled throughout the entire place. That book is actually primarily based on two places. One is a mountain called Black Mountain, where I just grew up about an hour from here, up on the Cumberland Plateau. When I was in high school, I had a pretty rough relationship with my parents, and I would always, when something happened, I would leave and go up on top of this mountain and just sit. If it was midnight, I'd just watch the stars. If it was during the day, I'd look off across the mountains because it's this beautiful landscape view. That is where I learned that nature calms me down, and that's part of what I love about this location is it's all my favorite things inside. Mm-hmm. The other one was it's Grundy Forest. You may have never heard of that. It's part of the Fiery Gizzard Trail, one of the highest rated hikes in the country, and it is just about an hour from here. It's not far at all. But that trail has one of the most beautiful strings of natural landscapes that the Tennessee landscape can offer. It's unbelievable how beautiful the landscape is, but you're down in a valley for majority of it. So you've got all these waterfalls coming down from the edges, these incredible rock structures, the way the trail winds itself up and down through the canyon walls. It's just an experience unlike anything else in the world that I've experienced. And that was what the scenery in my book was all based off of, was that particular trail system.
That's so cool. Now tell me again what the name of the book was?
The Trail to Business Success. You can find it on Amazon.
That's what I was going to ask. Where could people find it? So if they want to go get it. And would it be in Kindle too?
It is in Kindle format, yes.
Nice. Okay. So I got to read that. I'm adding that to my
I do have copies over here in our book corner at the coffee shop.
Look at that. I love that. What's happening in that book corner? Is that like a take it, leave it book corner? Or
that is a community book share. So it is a free library, and we are working on slowly building that out. We have a very small bookshelf right now, but I have plans to expand into this whole other room and make a 3-sided full library in there that will be free rentals for anyone, with the only rule being if you take a book away from the coffee shop, please replace it with one you brought.
Love that. And everyone who knows me knows I love books. So
absolutely.
I'm a huge fan of that. Okay. What is the best cup of coffee you've ever had while traveling?
Oh, while traveling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to know a crazy secret? up until I started Reef Coffee, I have only ever just wanted black dark roast coffee. And I really have not experimented at all with anything else until I started this business.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's wild. So any coffee that I've had around the country has been pretty much within guardrails, the exact same thing. But I will tell you, I got to give a shout out here. There is a coffee roaster in Cookeville, Tennessee called Vertical.
Okay.
If you've heard of them, they are really incredible. I don't know how big of a regional pull they get. They're a pretty small company, but they make a product called Blackjack. It is a dark roast coffee that they infuse with like a Jack Daniel's spray as it's roasting.
Oh my gosh.
It's obviously non-alcoholic, but you get that charcoal Jack Daniel's type flavor in the coffee. It is by far my favorite coffee I've had anywhere. Shout out to Vertical.
That is awesome. So I'm going to have to consider about trying that, I think. I get a roaster's choice every other month that I try. And it's from a place up in PA, which is near where one of my kids live. So I love that. Is there a dream travel experience on your bucket list?
Oh, absolutely. One of the many things that I really want to do. Yes. If this can come happen, please, we're manifesting right now.
Okay.
All right, so I actually have a lot, but the first thing that came to mind is, are you familiar with Iceland? The country?
Oh, yeah.
So you know what the ring road is? Mm-hmm.
You want to go ride it, pedal it?
So they have a series of campsites all the way around the ring road. And they say that it takes about a month by bicycle to bike pack the entire thing and hit every major national landmark in Iceland by bicycle. I have been dying to do that. That is my ultimate trip. And I have many more like it in other countries that I really want to do, but that's the number one.
Nice. Okay, so Iceland's number one on the list.
Iceland is number one at the moment, yes.
I do like that. If you could create a travel-inspired coffee menu with destinations, which destinations would you represent? I know.
Oh, that's so hard.
Like roasters from I will tell you this. I was so excited. My husband lived in Venezuela when he was little, before they had to leave. And now that they're getting some of their freedoms back. Did you know that they used to be in the 90s, they were like the third biggest coffee distributor in the world. And
I did not know that.
Coffee is coming back out now, and our bag that we got 2 days ago had me running around the house saving Viva Venezuela because it was from Venezuela, and I was so excited.
Oh, that's incredible.
In the family group chat, I was like, look! And they were all like, where is that from? And I'm like, let me tell you.
Yeah. If we're talking about like the different flavors from the different parts of the world, I honestly don't know enough about it to really know. So I couldn't be like, this was a Kenya, this one's a New Guinea, this is a something else. I don't know. I don't have that flavor palette to be able to really nail it down. But we could totally come up with some pretty crazy stuff that would be really fun on our flavored like ice drinks. We could do that.
Wouldn't that be fun? And it'd be tied to like that national country or whatever.
Yes.
I think that would be
I would
so
love
cool.
to come, whatever's like normal, like what's the most popular Italian espresso drink? Like what is that? And then make one of those. What's the most popular drink in Scotland? Well, let's do that.
I think we should make a list of these things. You can have monthly specials.
Let's go. So here for it.
Oh my gosh. What's your dream location for a future Reef Coffee pop-up? Like, you're going to expand. We just know it. This is going to be so popular.
I haven't put the first thought towards that until this exact moment.
Okay.
Let me stall here for a second while I think, because that's a good question.
Right?
Reef Coffee.
Like you could go anywhere and set one up. Maybe not Iceland. I don't know. But
I don't think it would work very well in Iceland. We could try, but I don't think so. I was thinking like Tokyo. Something just like way out there. I think that would be kind of cool.
Is there a bike culture there?
Very small, but yes.
Very cool. I knew you would know that.
Very small, but yes.
All right. Favorite racetrack?
Oh man. I have a few favorites for different reasons. Like I've got ones that I just consistently had better results at for who knows what reason. I have tracks that were just more fun to race that were, just the particular action of riding down the track was more enjoyable to me. And then I have tracks that, like, the start gate right before you drop into the mountain is just this incredible panoramic view where it's like, I just want to sit in the start gate and just stare off into the distance. And then you have the race tracks that kind of feel more grand, where there's more spectators. There's like the bigger village at the bottom, or it's like everything about it's fancier, so you kind of get this more prestige feel.
Oh, it's bougie.
So I don't know. That's a hard one to answer. I'm gonna say, purely off of the emotional impact that I've had at the particular track, overall positive feeling was Trestle Bike Park out in Colorado. Probably my favorite one. Racing down the Trestle racetrack. It's not a difficult track at all. There's really nothing in the track that would separate pros from amateurs or anything. There's no spectacle about the track. It's fairly beginner friendly, but that's one of those mountains that really makes you feel like you're on cloud nine the whole time. Like it's a Colorado ski resort, so everything is super fancy. It's real bougie. And there's always thousands of people there because, like, I mean, it's a Colorado ski resort. Even in the summer, they do all kinds of events and everything. So it's just so many people, and everyone knows bikes, whether they're there for the race or if they're just there hanging out because it's a resort. They don't care.
So cool.
It's a lot of fun to come down the bottom of the hill and see just a sea of humans. And it's like, wait, mountain biking is not that big of a sport. Why are there all these people here?
But
it's a pretty cool
anything
feeling.
Outdoorsy in Colorado is big. They are
so true.
huge on that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know the answer to this, but it's rapid fire. Are you a mountain guy or a beach guy?
Oh, that's a very easy question. Definitely a mountain guy.
I was like, mountain bikes.
I can hang out on the beach. It's fine. I'm not against it. But if I have to pick between the two, it's always going to be mountains.
Okay. Are you going to go on a RV trip or book an international flight?
I've done so many RV trips at this point. I'm going to have to go with book an international flight because, funny story,
Iceland.
I've never been out of the country.
Shut up. Do you have a passport?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And no stamps in it. It's gone nowhere?
It has gone nowhere. I just have the passport.
That makes my heart sad.
Mine too.
Okay. We have to get you on an international flight. Sunrise ride or sunset bike ride?
Absolutely sunset all day, every day.
What's your favorite state to ride in?
Oh, Tennessee.
Have you done Ragbra?
I have not.
Race across Iowa?
I have not.
I have a friend that's done it. He's going to be on my podcast Friday.
Oh, I love that.
From Ohio.
Yes.
And he's done it several times. He just did it again this last year.
I've heard so many good things about that. Yeah, it's a big event.
It's big and long and sometimes can be hot.
Yes.
I don't want to do it.
Lots of my customers do it. It's very, very popular for my customers.
So do you have a favorite coffee order now, or are you still black?
Okay. I've upgraded to half bougie.
You're half bougie?
Not full fancy, just it's a honey oat Americano. I'll do 2 shots of espresso, and we do use Vienna's Thunderhead, which is a toasted marshmallow espresso. It is so good. And then on top of those 2 shots of espresso, you add a little bit of honey and some oat milk. And because it's a double shot of espresso, I just fill it up with water. So it's sort of like an Americano.
Okay.
And then as it gets about halfway down and it's starting to cool off, I'll top it off with hot water again. And then I'll drink it till it gets about halfway. And then I'll fill it up with hot water again. And it's just like a never-ending espresso Americano.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice way to live.
I think you've definitely upgraded from just plain black coffee.
Yep.
So I like that. Are you a window seat or an aisle guy?
Oh, I struggle with that every time. I never know. It depends on the mood I'm in.
Okay.
It depends on the length of the flight and the mood I'm in. If it's a short flight, window seat every time.
I have to know who's sitting beside me. I don't want to be trapped.
Well,
if I don't, like if I'm solo, I don't want to be trapped.
So I'm a pretty tall guy, right? I'm 6'1". I'm not going to lie to you. The window seat is uncomfortable because I have to stretch my legs out. So a window seat, aisle seat, at least I can straighten out one leg. So that's kind of nice. But if it's a short flight, window seat every time.
Okay. Yeah. If I know who's going to be blocking me in, I'm okay. But like,
is there an option to buy the whole row?
You know, there is on some airlines.
Actually,
one of them has
considered
started
doing that
where if it's a longer flight, you can buy the row, and it's like then they have this thing to turn it into a bed, sort of. Yeah, I mean, it's
I've not seen that option.
It's not as fancy as the ones when you're in the bougie class, where you actually get a full bed, but it's just going to put something over it to make it Yeah, but they're just launching it. I think it doesn't start until next year.
No, I've never heard of that. When I was flying American semi recently,
the poor of us that want to go economy over.
I did actually see one flight that I took semi recently, where as we got closer to the flight date, they sent me an email saying, "Would you like to buy the seat beside you for half off?"
Yes. Did you say yes?
No, I did not.
Oh, why not?
Because I looked at the seating map and only like half the flight was taken anyways, and so I was like, I'll take my chances.
Well,
I don't need to spend the money when it was like, there's a good chance that it's going to be empty anyways. And I wound up being right. I wound up sitting by myself and it was glorious.
Well, we're risking it because I picked our seats on a flight we have upcoming, and it's 8 hours, so it's not horrible, but there looked like there were a lot of available seats. So I was like, I'm going to book you on the aisle and I'm going to book the window. We'll leave the hump in the middle open in the hopes that if it's not a full flight, who would choose that? Who would choose to sit there between us and be weird? Don't do it.
That's good strategy. I like that.
I keep checking.
Gaming the system.
I'm gaming it. I keep checking. No one tell Delta.
That's a risky strategy, but hey, if it pays off.
It's a bold move, Cotton, as they say.
It's a bold move.
I'm just going to give it a whirl. Dream dirt bike adventure destination.
Oh, that's a hard one. That's a real hard one. So like, you have the stereotypical answer. So in our sport, Whistler Mountain in British Columbia is like the destination. The whole world says you got to go there.
Have you gone there?
It's one of these like international mecca of our sport that I've never been to.
Oh.
So I guess you could say that.
We have a passport.
Right.
We should go there.
We do. But then I'm more of an adventure-oriented person. I don't necessarily want to go to a destination. I want to go explore. And there's other places in the world that kind of fit the exploration factor better, such as Patagonia. It's not a mountain bike culture down there, but there are trails. And I've seen documentaries of people who go mountain biking out there, and they're like bike packing exploration through no man's land for weeks at a time.
Okay. Now, do you take people with you though? Because that seems like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be like a team of people going.
Okay, good. I was like,
I would absolutely love that. If I could figure out a way to make that happen, sign me up, let's go. Or same thing, like I would love to just explore the wilderness of Australia. Central Australia, where there's just nothing forever. I want to go see it.
I'm going to get arrested there. I want to pick up a quokka. Stupid little birds of cuteness. Ugh.
They really are. They really are the happiest animals on earth.
And they want you to want them. And why does the government not want me to want them? I'm not going to take it home. I just want to pick it up.
Yeah.
Why can we not
That's why it's so
snuggle?
illegal, because they are too stinking cute.
It's because they're so darn cute. And they come up begging you to love them and feed them.
Yep.
Stupid cute
That's
birds.
true.
I know my best friend's from Australia, and she's like, I will not bail you out. And I was like, I don't care. I'll call your mom. She'll come get me.
Do we get to use the same example with Iceland for this question of dream bike destination?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you have to go to Whistler because...
It does sound like a good idea. It really does.
That's like the mothership for your sport.
True.
And then Iceland's like the fun.
True. There's places all over Italy, or Europe in general, such as Italy, Spain, France, Scotland. There's places, well, I guess you can't say Scotland anymore.
Can't bike in Scotland?
Not part of Europe anymore.
Well.
But yeah, there's
still go bike there.
Lots of incredible places such as Switzerland, France, and Italy that I would love to go ride at. Incredible.
And the great thing is, if you ride all day, then you can go eat and drink whatever you want because you rode 30, 40 miles.
Like, one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen pictures of is the Italian Dolomites. Oh my goodness. Like, on a picture, it looks like one of the most beautiful places on earth. I want to go there someday.
I want to go there, and I'll just film you doing all the biking stuff.
Deal.
And I just want to hang out and wear cute outfits.
We can do it.
And I don't want to do all the work.
Deal.
How do you want visitors and folks passing through Farragut to feel when they walk into Reef Coffee?
Like they've stepped into an adventure.
Yay!
That's exactly it. I want them to feel the presence of, this is very familiar, but not from here. I want it to feel like I've stepped into a new home. Like, what is this? This is exciting, new. I'm on an adventure, but I love it. That's exactly the way we want it to be. That whole little snippet from Lord of the Rings when Sam is going, I'm going on an adventure. Not Sam, that was from The Hobbit. Bilbo Baggins, that's what it was. Saying, we're going on an adventure. I want you to say that every single time you walk through the store.
Nice.
I want that to be the feeling. Just that pure, raw, childish elation from I'm going somewhere.
And it could be coming in to find a book and get some coffee.
If we can make that feeling how you experience Reef Coffee, I'm here for it. That's 10 out of 10, exactly what we want.
Now, where are you sourcing your coffee from?
Vienna Coffee, down here in Maryville. They are fresh, locally roasted. On average, I know I just gave Vertical a big shout out, but I do think the Vienna Coffee is the best coffee we could ever ask for. I was a huge Vienna fan before I moved here. And then I found out that they actually manufacture right down the road from us. So I reached out to them and said, hey, can we sell your coffee? And they were unbelievably perfect to work with.
Awesome.
They came through, they taught us everything there was to know about coffee origins, coffee manufacturing, coffee processing, how coffee shops operate, how to make perfect coffee recipes. They taught us the business of coffee, how to actually do pricing. They let us copy their entire coffee shop menu. They said, here's the recipes, here's everything. They gave us the entire script.
Oh, I love that.
Almost as if it was a franchise, but the only requirement they had was just buy your coffee here. And I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And if I wasn't already in love with their product, because of that, their people have impressed me even more. So I could not possibly say that enough high quality things about Vienna Coffee Company as a business, as a product, everything 10 out of 10, top to bottom.
I love that because we all need to support each other.
Yeah.
And I love that they were just so willing to open their heart and arms and just give you all the information to share.
Yeah, and even better, their bags on the coffee, there's like a little typographical map thing on their bags that says great coffees and adventure. So it matches with our theme so perfectly.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
All right, you've built a career around adventure, from your professional racing to this business to the bike shop. What advice would you give someone who is thinking or sitting there dreaming about starting something for the perfect time to do it?
There's no such thing as the perfect time. I know you were leading into that to be like, here, let me give you a stereotypical question so you can give a stereotypical answer. But no, this is something that I'm going to talk about at the masterclass coming up soon.
Which is coming up on the 18th?
16th. Should double check the date on that. 16th of some month.
We're going to put that in the comments so you can find
Yes, double check that before I say anything out loud and I'm wrong. But no, one of my talking points is going to be something we use in the mountain bike world. And this is going to be talking about things that I learned from racing. We have this concept where we say full send, which, as we discussed earlier, there's a point as you're growing as a racer, you're going to do something for the first time. And in growth, that happens all the time. There has to be a first time you do something. And in racing, it's like, well, that's the first time I ever tried to go as fast as I could into this one section, knowing there's a high risk of bad result. Like I said, you're risking your body every time you do that. Mm-hmm. You don't always know the outcome. You don't know what's going to happen. And in racing, you kind of have a compact timeline. You show up one day, you look at the track you've never seen before, and you go, how do I do this? And then you have to just trust your skill set and go, I know what I'm doing. Full commit. And we call that full send, where it's just do it. I know it's the first time you're hitting this 50-foot blind jump. Like, at some point it'll become easy, but you just gotta do it first. And I think of small business the same way. There's never a right time.
No.
There'll never be a perfect set of examples. There's always gonna be a first time you try something. And until you give yourself the opportunity to fail by just jumping in and doing, you'll never find out what it's like to succeed or fail. You'll always just be a nervous wreck about starting.
I agree with that. So if you've got a dream, I say just jump into it full send, because there'll never be a perfect time. Something will always go wrong.
Absolutely.
Whether it's at your home or your day job, whatever it is. So find a side hustle and jump in.
And in addition to that, I'm giving you kind of like a teaser for the actual presentation for those of you who want to come to the masterclass. I have another saying that we're going to throw in there, and that is, the journey is the destination. So a lot of people get caught up going, I want to be a business owner. And they'll say something like, I want to own a coffee shop. And they don't understand that your role, you are not coffee shop. You want to own a coffee shop, but that requires you to have the job of business owner. And it's like the journey is what you're starting. You are beginning a journey. Simon Sinek has a great thing in his book, The Infinite Game. He describes the goal of business is not to win business. There's no such thing as winning. The goal is to stay in business. Yeah. Business is an infinite game where the rules are directed around staying alive. There is no first, second, third place. That doesn't exist. There's not a score sheet like there is in racing. The whole point is to continue operating tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And hopefully that keeps you in business and that keeps you profitable.
That's your score sheet right there, yeah.
How long have you been in business? So I'm lucky to say that we've been in business for 10 years now. And I barely feel like I've gotten started, because to me, running a business is the art form. The size of business doesn't matter. I could have a coffee shop now at $0, or I could have a coffee shop tomorrow at $5 million. It doesn't matter. The journey is the exact same. So in terms of starting a small business, full send, jump in, do it to learn, and otherwise figure out what you're good at, understand your skill set, understand what motivates you, and just do a bunch of that until money is a byproduct of it.
Because if you find something you love, you'll love doing it.
Exactly. If you're doing it for the wrong reasons, it'll never work out.
No, if you're just doing it to be a millionaire tomorrow, like, you'll probably be miserable. So find something that you love, and just like you said, everything will come to you as you do it.
Yep. The journey is the destination. Fall in love with the doing, not the result.
And stop by Reef Coffee for an adventure and a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
Get the lavender honey cappuccino. That's my favorite.
Oh, it's so good. Yes. We love it.
Yay.
What else you got for me?
That's it. What else you got? Anything else? Want to share?
Come to that masterclass. You'll hear more then.
Yeah. It's going to be good stuff. And get the book. I'm going to download it on my Kindle and read it.
The Trail to Business Success by Andrew Ingram. It is on Amazon, or you can get a copy here at Reef Coffee.
Yeah, you can swing by. You can get a coffee tomorrow. Get a book. Yay.
Thank you, Kat. Appreciate you much.
I appreciate you.